Jack Horner, a greedy man that wants all the magical power in the world despite having a successful business with vast amounts of wealth, cares little about his employees' lives, seeing them as meat shields, even accidentally killing them. He's a selfish, irredeemable monster, and yet I absolutely love the guy. Jack Horner is one of the many best parts in The Last Wish, with him being an actual villain, a rare character to see in recent movies, especially as well executed as him. His main goal in the film is to gain the magical powers, since he was born with none, causing him to grow jealousy and disdain towards those who have it. So he had people to find the map to a wishing star that fell on Earth and try to wish himself all the magical powers in the world for him only to will. He competes in a race with two other parties trying to reach the star for themselves. As the other parties slowly learn to appreciate the things they have, Jack Horner believes lessons is stupid as he remains the same to the end. In his journey we see him being selfish and cruel, despite not seeming like it matches the fable story on the surface. This is true to Little Jack Horner nursery rhyme. Despite talking about how good a little boy he is for eating a plum from a pie, like many other nursery rhymes, this one also has a dark theme behind it. How it's a metaphor that Jack achieved a task that required very little effort involving eating a plum, a demon being greedy and opportunist as we see this character being in the film. Jack Horner, despite not being born with magic, as he said himself, had loving parents, was passed down to carry on his family's successful business. Despite many will be satisfied in life to have this, Jack greeds wants more.
More!
He wants everything to himself despite not working for any of it. Like the map, he had others find it. He used his stolen magical items to help him complete tasks without relying on his own skills. Uses other people to carry him throughout the journey and have them pay the way for the map. As I said before, Jack's character fits well for the theme where the other characters were trying to wish for something they already have or learn to appreciate what they have in life, eventually realizing they don't need the wishing star. Jack Horner, being the greedy dirtbag he is, still wants his wish, never learning to appreciate what he has, causing his downfall, being stuck within the star, a fit end to Little Jack Horner. Despite the fact that I talk about character traits that many people will find disdain for, why I like Jack is simply how incredibly charismatic and fun he is in the movie. He didn't have much screen time compared to the other characters, but left quite an impact, because one of the most important things about villains is how much fun they are to see them perform, and Jack is an absolute joy. Every line is well delivered by John Mulaney and his voice actor, and the background of the script creating a great synergy, with each scene being incredibly memorable. It's fun seeing Jack hearing a little about his baker dozen, dying around him as he makes jokes in stressful situations. How little he cares about the value of life, and constantly making jokes with how well delivered it is, it just makes you love the guy despite his actions. The script really pushes how much Jack Horner cares a little about morality, willing to pull the trigger on the defenseless dog right in the face. As if it wasn't clear he's a villain, having Jiminy Cricket, the poor bastard, seeing him react to Jack's atrocities, how he finds it incredibly difficult to reason a man that is,
I'm dead inside.
to the point that Jiminy Cricket gave up on him, calling him an irredeemable monster. It's just hilarious. The conscious hero is unable to change someone that is that corrupted, which he knows is a monster, but doesn't care if he uses any strategy to gain what he desires. I appreciate that the writers of The Last Wish went all out for Jack Horner, never once backpedaling like saying something like, this is a little bit too evil even for me. They just fully sent it. I also appreciate Jack's design. Instead of making him be a small wimpy person that gets laughed at by everyone around him or gets bullied, they went with the Chan route, making him be a tall individual that brings some level of intimidation and threat to this character that is taken seriously by the heroes he encounters, with his presence being a genuine obstacle for the characters to defeat, not to be brushed aside like a fly. It's incredibly refreshing seeing the villains just being the classic fun ones we used to see in the older films, especially in modern media where we constantly get twisted villains that were once bad but now are good, or sympathetic backgrounds justifying their actions, which is not bad, but currently they've been badly written, not receiving the effort they require to pull them off, making the twist villain obvious from the start, their actions not being justified to be good again, somehow screwing up their sympathetic background, making them be boring or hypocrites. However, Jack Horner finally brings back the classic fun villain, being an irredeemable, charismatic monster, who was a joy to see him be on the screen. Never once pretended to be good, never attempted to redeem himself, being oblivious from his actions.
What did I do to deserve this? I mean, what specifically?
Finding his humble origins to be boring and wants more for himself. Hopefully in the future we get more Jack Horner and less of whatever Disney passes off as a villain. Thanks for watching, and bye.